The Lion Within, a story of courage, pride, and purpose. Look at me closely, not my face. Look at the way I stand. Feel the space I take up. Breathe in, breathe out. There's a rhythm to confidence. There's a rhythm to courage. Today I want to talk about a rhythm you were born with. The rhythm of a lion. Bold quote, "A lion does not concern himself with the opinions of sheep." Pause, let that land. What a lion really is. When you imagine a lion, what do you see? You see the mane, a crown, wild and untamed. You see the eyes, patient like a clock that has learned how to wait. You see the walk, slow, measured, territory known and respected. The lion is not loud for attention. The lion simply is. There's a myth in our heads that being powerful means being loud. That's wrong. The lion's power is quiet. Its roar is thunderous because it's a release, not a request. A lion roars to mark a boundary, not to beg for permission. The roar of a lion announces his presence. It does not apologize for it. The lesson from the savannah. Once, deep in the African plain, a young male lion left his pride. He left because he was told he could not lead. He left because others said he wasn't strong enough, fierce enough, clever enough. He walked alone for months, through drought, through nights that felt like forever. Many would have turned back. Many would have listened to the voices. But every night he listened to a different voice, the one inside him that whispered, "You are more than what they say." He learned to hunt in the dark. He learned the map of the wind. And one day he returned, not to ask for a place, but to claim it. There is a lesson in that journey. The world will try to make you small. The world will label you, box you, and script your limits. The lion refuses to sign that script. Bold quote, "If they say you cannot, walk until they are the ones who have to follow." Fear is not your enemy. Submission is. People mistake fear for weakness. Fear is not the enemy. Submission is. Fear is a signal. Fear tells you where the cliff is. But submission says, "I will never climb." Fear is the sharp edge. Submission is the dull resignation. A lion feels the cold of a new season and still decides to hunt. Think about your life, the moments you're most proud of. Were you fearless? No, you were scared. You were uncertain. You were trembling. But you moved anyway. That movement, not the absence of fear, is what made you a lion in that moment. Bold quote, "Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to act despite it. The pride, strength, and belonging, not in approval." A lion's pride is a community. It's a group of souls who know each other's strengths, who cover each other's weaknesses. Notice what a pride does not do. It does not ask permission from the grass, from the wind, from the jungle. It moves with purpose. Humans often confuse pride with arrogance. Real pride, the pride of the lion, is not arrogance. It is alignment. It's clarity about who you are and what you will protect. If your pride is your family, your team, your crew, protect them. Protect your standards. Teach them by how you live, not just by what you say. Bold quote, "Protect what matters fiercely. Teach what matters gently." How to grow the lion inside. This is not just romantic talk. This is strategy. How do you become more lion-like in your daily life? Own your space. Start small. Sit at the front of the room. Put your phone away in meetings. Let your posture say what you mean. The body leads the mind. If you occupy space without apology, the world will learn to make room for you. Master the quiet. Practice being comfortable sitting with your thoughts. Fast from noise for 1 hour a day. The lion's strength is found in its waiting. In silence, decisions sharpen. Set clear boundaries. A lion marks territory. So must you. Define what you will tolerate and what you won't. Say no like you mean it. Hunt with focus. Don't scatter your effort. Choose one target and pursue with patience. The lion takes down large prey not with frantic energy but with strategic patience. Build a pride. Surround yourself with people who raise your standard. A lone lion can survive, but a pride builds legacy. Rehearse courage. Small acts of bravery compound. Speak up once a week. Ask for feedback. Say something honest. Each small roar makes the next one easier. Bold quote, "Small roars become thunder if practiced daily." Stories of everyday lions. Let me tell you about ordinary people who chose the lion path. There's a teacher in a city who stood up against a corrupt policy because she believed in fairness. She lost friends, she lost sleep, but she kept teaching the truth. Today, her students call her not just a teacher, but a mentor. There's a single parent who started a small shop after losing a job. He learned bookkeeping late at night, took criticism, and kept going. 2 years later, that shop employs others from his neighborhood. There's a young woman who refused to step into the mold her family planned. She studied coding, moved to a new town, and built a startup that now helps people with disabilities access work. These are not mythical heroes. These are everyday lions. They did not wait for permission. They simply moved. Bold quote, "You don't need permission to be majestic." When the world attacks, there will be times when the world lifts its voice to drown you. Gossip, betrayal, ridicule. The same hiss that frightened the cubs, the lion hears and chooses. When the critics attack, remember these two truths. The loudest voices are often the least informed. Your identity is not their story to write. Stand still. Look them in the eye. Let their noise teach you how keen your silence can be. And then continue. Bold quote, "Let the noise come. Let your silence become the rebuke." The lion's heart. Do not mistake strength for cruelty. A lion's heart has room for love. It protects, it teaches, it nourishes the young. It is fierce with enemies and gentle with kin. Courage without compassion becomes tyranny. The true lion knows both ferocity and mercy. When you protect those you love, do so with dignity. When you teach, do so with humility. Power rooted in kindness becomes legacy. Bold quote, "Ferocity without mercy is empty power. Mercy without ferocity is easy virtue." Failures, the fallen roar. A lion hunts and sometimes fails. The prey escapes. The night is cold. The cubs cry. The lion licks its wounds, and tomorrow it hunts again. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the hunt. If you fail, do not bury your head. Tend your wounds, learn the terrain, change the strategy. The story of a lion is stitched together by nights of hunger and mornings of triumph. Bold quote, "Your scars are not a sign of ruin. They are the stitches that hold your crown, the rituals that keep you regal." If you want to live like a lion, adopt rituals that preserve your dignity. Morning practice. Start each day with a moment of intention. Speak what you will protect today. Govern your time. A lion doesn't waste daylight. Schedule what matters. Sharpen daily. Read, listen, train. Even a minute of sharpening beats an hour of panic. Rest without guilt. A lion sleeps. It stores strength. Rest is part of the hunt. Small rituals create a fortress of confidence. Bold quote, "Greatness is built in the small, ordinary rituals of a disciplined life." Legacy, not about fame, about fidelity. The lion does not roar for the camera. It roars to mark a life lived with intention. Legacy is not applause. Legacy is fidelity to a standard that lasts beyond your breath. What will you leave behind? Not a billboard, but a standard, a way of being that other lives imitate. Raise the bar in your corner of the world, your home, your workplace, your city, and you will find the pride grows. Bold quote, "Live so that your footsteps create paths others willingly follow." Promise yourself 3 things. I will protect my dignity. I will chase what matters with patient ferocity. I will stand for my pride, my people, with kindness and courage. Repeat after me, out loud. I am the lion. I'm not afraid to be myself. My roar will be the promise of who I am. Be the lion in your own life. Tonight, when you go to sleep, remember the mane of the lion. Remember that it's not about who you want to scare. It's about who you want to become. The greatest fear you will ever face is not the roar of others. It is the silence of your own heart when you choose not to use it. Go home and practice. Take one small brave step tomorrow. Speak one truth. Protect one person. Hunt one dream. Return and tell me how the savannah of your life began to change. Bold quote, "A lion's greatest enemy is the small voice that says you're not enough." Silence that voice. Roar.